Yes, sir. All right. Let's get it popping here. Let's get it popping here. Let y'all tap in here, man. Pop in. I might have to do this outside. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's crazy. Hold on. Hold on. Get that nigga. Go outside real quick. Yes, sir. Okay. And what up? Welcome to another episode of Who Gonna Catch These Hands. I'm your boy, Joe Prophet. You see what I'm coming to you. On my side, I'm kicking it right now, you know. Good old H-Town. You know, we got a nice episode for y'all today, man. You know, we're gonna touch on a couple topics, a couple situations going on here in the world of boxing. You know, we're gonna talk about this fight that's scheduled. Oshaqie Foster, Cool Boy Steph, finalized for the October 25th. Fundora, Keith Thurman showdown. I like it, you know. We talking Charlo Abass today, man. I know a lot of y'all gonna be a little confused about that one. You know what I'm saying? Like, because you see Charlo been posting little different things here and there about, you know, fighting this guy, fighting that guy. But the WBA got something a little different to say about that. You know what I mean? And then, you know, we'll end up with Teofimo and Shakur. Try to find out what's going on with that. You know, we really don't know. When it comes to Teofimo Lopez, it's always a show, man. It's always us wondering if he's really gonna do whatever he says that he's gonna do. And I ain't gonna lie to you guys, it don't seem like it. You know, a bunch of stalling, a bunch of just bull. You feel me? So, man, let's get to it, man. Oshaqie Foster, Cool Boy Steph. I mean, it's a fight that we wasn't asking for, but I like it. You know what I mean? You got the 130-pound champion, Oshaqie Foster. He been looking at fights at 30 for a minute. If you really want to be truthful about it, you know. I remember, you know, Top Rank did that show, and I believe it was, I don't think it was Cali. I can't remember. Somebody, y'all remember the comment? It was when Navarrete fought Valdez. I know they brought Oshaqie in. Everybody thinking that Navarrete was gonna call Oshaqie out. Nothing happened. You know what I mean? He was just like he was clearly pissed off because it was like, y'all flew me out here, y'all did all this, and like, bro, what we doing? Like, you know what I'm saying? He got a 130-pound strap. I got a strap. Why we ain't unified? Like, what's up with that? Then, you know, it seemed like before that, Top Rank tried to do a little situation, you know, with Navarrete and Beranicek. I don't know if they was trying to move Navarrete up to 35 and, you know, make him a two-division world champion simultaneously. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But it really did not work out in their favor. You know, it wasn't like that, man. Coach Sean, what it do, man? You know, I kind of try to run it down, you know, for the agenda for the day. As far as, you know, we're gonna talk Cool Boy, Oshaqie, Shakur, Teofimo, and then Charlo and Abass, man, because yeah, it's you know, some pretty hot topics right now. Like I say, it's crazy, man, you know, but you know, with this Oshaqie and Cool Boy, it's a lot of people that think that Cool Boy's gonna come up here and get this upset on Foster, and I just can't. I don't see him doing that. Like I don't know what it is. I like Cool Boy. I know I like him as a fighter. I like what he brings to the table. He gritty. You know, I feel like he lost a little bit of steam when he went out there to Japan, and you know, the situation happened with Inoue. You know, when he got stopped and stuff like that. You know, I just felt like he lost a little steam from that. You know what I'm saying? Even though he came back and he beat Figueroa pretty soundly, then he had his first fight at 30. You know, he looked okay. I didn't think he pulled that fight off. But hey, I'm just a messenger. You know what I'm saying? And I got my own opinion. It's cool, you know. But do I think that he can come up there and do that to Oshaqie Foster? I don't know, though. I'm like, I just don't see that. I don't see that. Like, I think Foster's too damn small. I think he's. I mean, I saw. Yeah, I said Foster. I mean, Fulton. I think Fulton is just too small for Oshaqie. I think Oshaqie gonna take him into the deep waters, and then probably drown him. You know what I mean? When they get into them championship rounds, if Fulton even makes it there, you know, like I don't know. You know, y'all tell me in the comments what y'all think. You know how you got it. You know, Cool Boy Steph versus Oshaqie Foster. Like I say, I don't see it. I don't see it. You know what I mean? I've been proven wrong before. You know what I'm saying? I would have bet the whole house that Tevin Farmer was not gonna get done like he got done. You know what I'm saying, against Kid Austin. That right there, that one still haunts me. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Like that one definitely still haunts me. Hold on, man. I'm about to go back inside on this one. This is like that. But that one still haunts me, man. Not gonna lie to y'all. So crazy situation, crazy fight. But oh yeah, we back in this coolness, man. That's what we need to be at, right? I ain't gonna lie to y'all. It was hot out there. But yeah. But I just don't see it. Like I just don't see. I don't see Fulton, coming back and pulling that off. I don't think he has that type of grit to just come up there and do somebody like, Oshaqie Foster like that. Oshaqie he's too much of a veteran up there at 30. I think he got his skills a little too much. Like I said, them deep rounds is where we're gonna see Fulton get drowned. And that's just my opinion. That's just how I'm looking at it. That's what I see. That's just what I see, man. I like I say, I like Scooter. I like Scooter, man. But in this one right here, Scooter, I don't. Nah, this you bit off a little bit more than you could chew right here, dog. You just did, you know what I'm saying? And it's okay, because I guess we could say you chasing greatness, you know what I mean? You trying to show the boxing world, where you at in the game. I respect it. But understand, like, I don't see you doing none of that. Like, nah. Not Oshaqie Foster, nah. Orange, Texas, nah. I don't see that. He just gonna big dog him, dog. That's just what I see, man. That's how I see it going down. And hopefully after that we can get like, Oshaqie Shakur. We can get, something like that. You know what I'm saying? We see how that goes, man. And Fulton, like after that fight, I don't know what Fulton does after that. Who knows where Fulton can go? He can, I think he's small enough where 30 might be all right for him. He can go back down to 26, things like that. It won't be the worst for him. You know what I mean? I think him making this jump up in weight is it's dangerous for him, but it's something that should be respected. Seriously, like. You look at Fulton's career, two-time world champion. He Philly guy. There's a lot of people that don't like Philly. I fuck with Philly fighters, you know what I mean? And not all of them. Y'all know how I feel about certain Philly fighters. We're not gonna name any names because they're not on the agenda today, which is fine. You know what I'm saying? But all Philly fighters got their, pretty. Like, they're gritty. I like what they bring to the game. They can talk shit real well. A lot of them back it up. A lot of them just talk shit. But most of them they back it up. They come to squabble. They come to. You gonna get your money's worth when you go see a Philly fighter. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Charlo and Abass. Then, you know, for y'all that don't know, Abass, that's the guy that upset Telez. Your winning Telez this past weekend on the card in Orlando. It was a hell of a fight, but I tell you this, I know for a fact that Telez and his team, they didn't expect what they got out of Abass. You know what I mean? Abass, one of them guys, he hadn't fought in, you know, so long. He hadn't fought in 15 months, a year and some change. You know, they didn't really know what to expect out of him. There ain't too much film on him when you try to look, you know, to kind of try to study the guy. There's really not too much for you there. You know what I mean? Some people know about his background, about him being a German Olympian, stuff like that. But, you know, for Abass, it just wasn't a lot there for Abass. You know what I mean? There wasn't a lot that you could, you know, gather up as a coach, you know what I mean, to try to study this guy. There just wasn't a lot there, you know. But the way Team Telez came into it, you know, it was kind of crazy. It was kind of crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, Telez started off pretty good. You know, he boxed him well. He stayed on the outside, kept his jab going, things of that nature. But it was like he didn't really make any adjustments, you know. And there's a lot of mitigating factors that kind of attribute to that, you know. No Ronnie Shields there. Those of you that don't know Ronnie Shields, a legendary trainer, somebody that's, you know, been in the corner of many world champions. Mike Tyson, Evander Holyfield, Jermell Charlo. I mean, the list is on and on and on. I mean, Ronnie Shields is he's a legendary trainer, but a thing about Ronnie Shields is he's an old school trainer at that. You know what I mean? So it's like, you know, a lot of these new guys, I don't even think it's a disrespectful thing. They just move differently. Like, you know, the old school guy, he don't need to be your friend. Like, we're not friends. Like, we trying to make you the best version of you that you can be. And if we're not doing that, then you can go this way and I'm gonna go that way. And it's okay. You know what I mean? There's no hard feelings there. I wish you the best and you know, much success in your future endeavors and stuff like that. That's just how an old school coach is. They're not really gonna harp on, oh, this guy, you know, he wants to do it his way. He ain't trying to listen to me. They not gonna really just do that with you. It's like you gonna do it this way, or you ain't gonna do it no way. And that's why I always say, like, you know, coaches like, you know, Ronnie Shields, and another one I can come to mind right now is Ronald Sims. You know, these guys is what I like to call the last of a dying breed. You know what I mean? Coach Sean, I got to put you in there too. Like, just old school coach. They're more about the development, bringing the best out of you more so than us being friends or us being cool. You know what I'm saying? You know, things like that. And a lot of these youngsters, I feel that's what they looking for more of a friend than a coach. You know what I mean? Somebody maybe even more of a motivator than anything, because a lot of them do lack motivation. You know what I mean? They have skill, they have a lot of intangibles, but they're missing the little things that a coach can bring. But a lot of them, they kind of look at it like, you know, they looking for a friend, and hey, them old school coaches, they ain't trying to be your damn friend. I'm sorry, it's just not how it goes, bro. They not trying to be your friend. You know. Shout out Coach Sean, man. He said, you most definitely right. There's a big difference in old school and new school trainers and coaches. Hey, coach, for sure, man. Like, it's just what it is, you know. I don't know why it's like that. I mean, like for me, and this ain't even this is a straight coaching. This ain't even boxing. We just talking about straight coaching. Like, I'll be out there, you know, like even yesterday. I was at a football game yesterday, watching my old high school team play. And I'm on the sideline. Man, we get down 17-0. I'm just looking at all these dudes. They got their heads down. You know, everybody, the momentum got. I'm like, bro, it's 4 quarters for a reason. There's 4 of them for a reason. That means after 1 or 2, it's not over. You still got 2 more quarters to play. You still got a whole game to play. You know what I mean? It's guys that they ready to give up. They already cashed in. But I'm looking at the coaches. They done cashed in. You know what I'm saying? no motivation on the sideline. Nobody, you know, hey, shit ain't over, man. Hey, keep your head up. We still got 2 more quarters. We still got 3 more quarters. You know, none of that was going on. It was like a soak party or something. Like, what the hell is going on? Then I'm looking at the quarterback, who's supposed to be the captain, who's supposed to be somebody that's running the show. You know what I'm saying? He's down in the dumps, like, I don't know what to do. I'm like, what do you mean you don't know what to do? Like, I mean, hey, you're the quarterback. You know what I'm saying? It's I hate that I'm like, nigga, you got to figure it out. You are a varsity quarterback, dude. You know what I'm saying? They look at you as the leader. So if you are, you know, I don't know what to like. And it showed for the rest of them. We got our ass blown out. Long story short, 35-7. You know what I'm saying? I halftime I went in there. You know, I'm waiting for the coach to rile everybody up and do the shot. She's like, y'all get y'all motherfucking head back in the game. None of that happened. So I just took it upon myself and started doing it. You know what I'm saying? But the way the reactions I started getting, the way that the younger dudes started looking at me, I'm like, man, I'm not penetrating through the brain. You know what I'm saying? Pause. I'm not penetrating through these guys. Like, what I'm saying is it's going in one ear and out the other. Like, they almost, I can just see it, because I'm picturing myself as a 16, 17-year-old, 15, 16, 17-year-old kid. Like, nigga, who the fuck is you? Nigga, you ain't at practice every day with us. Nigga, shut the fuck up, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Even though it's, you might can see me on the wall when you go in the field house. So you might have heard I did this in college, or when I was here, what I did and all this. But it just, these new kids, man, this new generation of athlete is crazy, bro. It's like I don't know. I don't want. It just seemed like a bunch of titty babies, man. Like, these boys are still under the breast of the mother, like, and you know what I'm saying. They just get babied all the time, and it's like, coach tell them like, it's okay, man. It's good, man. The old line just ain't blocking for you. We know, man. Listen, I went right behind coach, like, look, nigga, ain't none of that shit good, bro. You got to shake this shit off, bro. You need to get it together ASAP. Like, you're a varsity quarterback. You talking about going to the next level, playing in college? You think you coming in as a freshman, like you can command the attention of a senior, and you moving like that? Hell no. They gonna look at you like, get your weak ass out of here, bro. This nigga, nah. You know what I'm saying? And they don't be ready for that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? They go into these little modes and moods, and then you start hearing stuff like mental health and shit like that. You like, bro, no, I see. I don't like to even tread that line, because mental health is something that's very, very serious. You don't want to play with that. But these dudes use it as a crutch, man. It's like they go to it as soon as it don't go their way. They want to say mental health, and then I'm like, do they even know what that is? You know what I'm saying? And I guess I do come from that generation where, athletes really didn't speak on it. You know what I'm saying? Because you were almost considered like weak if you did it. You know what I'm saying? To a certain extent. You know what I mean? But yeah, it's just different, man. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to all them old school coaches out there. I know it ain't too many of y'all left, man, but it's, like I said, it's the last of a dying breed. But y'all boys just keep holding on as best as y'all can, because, to be honest, it's still a lot of athletes that need your direction. They need that tough love. They need that, that coach that's gonna be on their ass every day at practice, not patting them on the shoulder, telling them how great they are. Like, they need that too. I mean, you know what I'm saying? You definitely want to motivate an athlete with the encouragement of, we know you great. We know you can do great things and stuff like that. But that unnecessary patting on the back when the niggas bullshitting is crazy. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know where the day came where you can't tell a nigga like, hey, look here, bro. You bullshit. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck is you doing? Get this shit together. You know what I'm saying? Like, they looking crazy and want to cry or want to fight or want to, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, bro, it's direction. It's constructive criticism. You can't, like, you got to be able to take that. You know what I'm saying? Pause. You just have to be. That's what a coachable athlete is. You know what I'm saying? That's what somebody that wants to go to the next level is. They're coachable. They can take a coach's criticism and understand how to use it as motivation to better themselves versus, man, coach hate me. He hating on me, man. He don't want to see me do good, man. Like, what? Why would you think a coach wouldn't? Now, there is some out there, but let's just speak in general terms. Like most coaches want to see their athletes do great, and that's why most of them are hard on, especially on the better ones, the ones that they know can do great things. They're the toughest on them. That's the school I come from. You know what I mean? If you like that, coach is on your ass. He shouting, he yelling. You know what I mean? You're like, damn, nigga, shut your. You know what I'm saying? But you know what it's for. You know he's doing that because he feels that you're not pushing yourself the hardest that you can. And you know what I'm saying? And and if he allows you to do that, then it's a disservice to him. You know, he's not being the best coach he can be if he's not on you to bring out the best in you, because that's what a coach does. You know what I mean? That's what he does. And you know, so I know I went on a whole little tangent there, but it's crazy though. You know what I mean? You know, I because it could be discouraging too for them old school coaches. Like, you know, it's like, man, the game changing. What they don't want to deal with it. They just like, man, you know, these we good, man. You know, that day has come to an end, blase, and things like that. But I just want to tell y'all, coaches, man, y'all are definitely still needed out here. Trust me, I was out there yesterday in the field. Old school coaches are definitely needed, wanted. I mean, high value. We need them, like seriously, because hey, we letting a bunch of soft ass kids move along in this world, and it can't be like that, man, because it ain't sweet like that out here. It's just not. Like whenever you done playing football, you done boxing, or you done hooping, or you done with whatever sport that is, bro. Like, and you start getting out here in real life, and bro, it's not sweet like that. It ain't sweet like that at all. It's not sweet like that at all, man. So it's like, yeah, you gotta tighten up, baby. You know what I'm saying? You gotta tighten up. Now, this Charlo and Abass situation, it's interesting to me. You know, like I spoke about it a little bit yesterday, as far as, you know, you see Jermell Charlo saying the king is back and this, that, and the third, as far as, you know, and he ain't lying. He ain't lying. You know what I'm saying? He is the undisputed 154-pound champion, super welterweight champion of the world. He never lost his belts. You know, they were all stripped from him when he went up there to go try to fight Canelo, and, you know, put on that, you know, whatever you want to call that, what he did. You know, I mean, you could call it chasing greatness. I think it was more of chasing some money. Just my opinion. You know what I mean? I think Jermell Charlo's a hell of a fighter. I mean, he was one of my favorite fighters at one point. I mean, him and Terrence Crawford were my 1 and 2, or 1A, 1B. You know what I mean? But the way that, and so such a coincidence, they both, you know, after September 13th, we both have fought Canelo. Let's just see who does better. But with Charlo's situation, I just didn't like how he went out. You know what I mean? It left a bad taste in my mouth, for real. Because you know, one, he from the neighborhood, so, you know, dudes from our neighborhood, it's a little different. You know, you go out like that, you just like, damn, bro, you ain't even try. But he did. And, you know, when I went back and watched it, there was definitely points in the fight where he, you know, he tried to get down with Canelo, and I feel like he caught Canelo with his best shot, and Canelo just ate that hole and kept walking in his direction, and he was just like, man, yeah, that you know, I can imagine how frustrating that could be. You know what I'm saying? For somebody to take your hardest punch and just keep on ticking, like just keep coming. You know what I mean? And you just like, damn. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. It is what it is, man. I I just wish it could. I just wish it would have been better, you know. And then you see, like I said, you see Charlo. You see Charlo put out it wasn't a tweet. He put it in the story. He put it in the story. He put a picture for Bud. He put a picture for Spence. He put a picture for Fundora, and he put a picture for Boots. Why he did this, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? And to be honest, he actually did it the day after I saw the WBA post that after September 13th, as soon as Bud gets into that ring, they're going to strip him of that belt, and they're going to order Abass versus Charlo to fight for that belt because, well, they're going to elevate Abass to a regular champion because Abass got the interim title that he took up off to Les last week. And I don't know if that's nervous energy because probably by the time they fight, Charlo would have been out of the ring maybe 3 years. And you come off a 3-year layoff fighting a guy like Abass. Say, man, hey, man, that ain't going to be nothing sweet right there. I'm not going to lie to you, man. This black African German, he is an issue. Like, real talk. Like, he coming with that shit. Like, he literally coming with that shit, man. You guys to understand, like, and I think Charlo kind of felt that, little energy a little bit. Because, you know, then he starts spamming all these AI-generated posts, you know, for people that we, you know, and Charlo ain't never dug no smoke. So I'm not even going to try to, you know, we're not going to do that. We know Charlo ain't ducking no smoke. But, bruh, come on, man. The Boots thing, I've been talking about him in Boots. Straight up. That's the fight I really want to see. Charlo and Boots. Give me that. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, Charlo looking like he trying to step on shit. But the whole thing started out of all those pictures, they ran with the Errol Spence picture. You know, and that's cool. You know what I mean? But I'm just like, what's Spence really doing? Like, Spence showed us a couple pictures that he's in great shape, doing push-ups on vacation, out in I don't know if they was in the Caribbean or he was on a cruise or something, having them in a push-up contest. Yeah, that's cool. You know what I'm saying? But it's not even how I feel. I know Errol Spence has not been the same since that Terrence Crawford fight. That's just facts. He just ain't been the same at all. And it's all good. It's all good, man. Hold on, man. Let me bring my boy in right quick. Hold on. I'm about to bring up the usual suspect just a second, man. Hold on just a second. Hold on. Okay.
Yo.
My boy Maniac Sanchez, Maniac McGee in the building.
What's the word?
I ain't got my soundboard to, you know, give you a round of applause in this whole, you know what I'm saying? Welcome in. You know, I went on a little rant today, bro. You know, I don't know if you heard me. I went on a damn rant, bro. I was everywhere, you know, talking about old school coaches versus these new school coaches, you know, and then I started talking about, you know, the Charlo AI generated posts and, you know, all that shit he was putting on the story. But let's go back to the old school coaches versus the new school coaches, because I would like to hear your point of view on that. You know what I'm saying? Because you probably seen a little bit of both. You know what I mean? Being that you are a current fighter right now in the game, you know, so you know, and you know, with the military background and stuff like that, like you've probably seen a little bit of both. But you know, how do you feel like the coaching is nowadays, as far as like, you know, these coaches trying to be friends with the fighters versus being a disciplinarian or a coach, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's giving direction. And, you know, how that can kind of get misconstrued, because some of these guys, they'll get the hard disciplinarian of a coach, and then, you know, they're not too happy with that. They, coach be hating on me and, you know, stuff like that. You know, what's your thoughts on
that? It's two different ways you can look at it. Being a fighter, I don't just go with everybody's word just because you're a coach. You know, at the end of the day, it's the fighter's career. So if the fighter feel like it's right for me, you know, sometimes it works out in their favor, sometimes it don't. You know, when it doesn't work out in the fighter's favor, we say, oh, you should have listened to that coach. But when it does work out in the fighter favor, what do we say? You know, oh, it was good he switched trainers, or it was, you know, it was good he switched up team, or he needed another team or something like that. So I think there's different ways you can look at it. As far as just the fighters being ignorant to actual advice. Because when I think of that, I think of Deontay Wilder and Mark Breland. I think of that situation. It's the first thing that pops up in my head, right? Yeah, in hindsight, that's somebody who is ego led. Now, on the opposite end, you know, you have those fighters that have left, you know, their current trainers, and it might work out for the best of them, you know. Would you say that, you know, people leaving Derrick James is a highlight of that?
See, you know what? I'm glad it's crazy you brought up Derrick James, because I look at little things all the time. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of disgusting how I do it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes it kind of drives me crazy. I'd be like, bro, you looking way too deep into this. You gotta chill. You know what I'm saying? So boom, when Errol Spence
First
took
of
that
all, no, you're not.
loss.
First of all, no, you're not.
I'm not what?
You're not looking too deep into it. No,
Okay,
you're
cool.
not.
Okay.
Don't trick yourself like that, dog. That shit is exactly what you think it is.
Okay, well, let's go then. So boom, Errol Spence takes the biggest loss of his career, right? The reporter asked Derrick James a question about the loss. This nigga starts talking about he's about to go to London. Like, he can't even process what's going on because he's about to get ready to go to London with Anthony Joshua. I'm like, you don't even got to be too savvy to know that that's not gonna go well. I swear, I'm telling you, I knew at that moment right there. I said, they might not be together after this fight, bro.
Even like doing the fight, shit. You listen to him in the corner, he's like, "What are you doing?" Like, that's not no way to get no instruction. And this is the wrong time to be asking, "What are you doing?" or "Why we not doing this?" or "Why?" These are the wrong times to be asking those questions.
I agree, man. It's just like, bro, the biggest fight of my career, and the first thing that you come in your rabbit ass mind is that. And Derrick James, I fuck with you, dog. I mean, if you took it as disrespect, that's cool, because I'm pretty sure he took it as disrespect when you said this. But the first thing that comes into your mind is, you going to London? You don't even want to like try to console your fighter and, you know, talk about, you know, well, we can't try to come with the best game plan. And the first thing you say is that you're going to London. I was just like, man,
worried about another fighter.
This is not going to end well. It's just not. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I was so right. But then I start hearing about other shit about like Earl like paying them, and what was the correct? Did he get the right percentage? Or did he just pay him what they agreed to? Or since Earl got a bigger bag, it was supposed to be more of a percentage, and then he sues them and all this little weird fuck shit that should never happen when it's somebody that you came into the game with. You know what I'm saying? Like us, nigga. You it's like you came into the game with me with this, who gonna catch these hands situation. Then we get, we get this, we get a Spotify deal, or we get a what's the other I can't even think of this. What's that deal that Wallow and Gilly got? I can't even think of the people that gave them a deal, but we get one of them deals.
Yeah, I get what you're saying, though.
You know what I'm saying? And then I'm just like, I just go do, you know what I'm saying? I was like, hey, you know what, chill, listen, man, I think, I'm gonna bring somebody else on that could probably, take me to a, higher, let me go bring my nigga Najee up in here, and you know what I'm saying? Maybe, it's just weird. Yeah. Maybe that's not the greatest example, but you see what the fuck I'm saying.
It's actually a good example, because it's like, how you gonna work with somebody up until the point like y'all dream together, because that's exactly what you're doing. You're dreaming and you're building up until a point to where you can reach the dream, but once you realize you can go further and you just break apart, it makes no sense. It makes no sense. It's greed. It's basically just greed.
Yeah, it's like, bro, how you, especially how it happened to Errol Spence, in that moment, you put Anthony Joshua and your trip to London over what was going on in like in the moment. It's like it was just crazy. I'm like, damn, Derrick James. I swear to God, it almost made me. I was like, though, this nigga got to be half retarded to do this type of shit. Like, for he just seemed like such a smarter dude than what he displayed when once the camera was on. But the whole build up was kind of crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like the whole build up. It was like if we really go back and watch that, that was an uncharacteristic Derrick James. Like he's talking crazy to Bone Mag. Bud tells him what's up. What would you mean what's up? He try act like he's trying to fight Bud, and it was just strange.
You know what? I would say it was uncharacteristic, but
has Derrick James showed that kind of characteristic before?
I feel like he has on and off. Now,
really,
such a like an arrogant type of thing, and I think at this point, what happened was he knew that his relationship with Errol was coming to an end. His relationship with Errol was coming to an end. So, because we can agree that we didn't think that Derrick James nor PBC wanted this fight to happen, right?
Absolutely. Well, we know good and damn well Derrick James and Errol Spence, they didn't want this shit. I could say Earl, but then he's the one that actually took less of a pay. I think
Earl wanted it.
Right, to make the fight happen. But from what I understood, I told you this years ago. You know what I mean? From what I understood from they were not trying to fight Terrence Crawford. Like they were definitely going to do everything to either make sure he was the last or not fight him at all. But they didn't want him in the way, and a lot of people didn't. You know what I mean? You know how they try to do Bud when he came to 47. They try to little boy him. Oh, he need to get a belt first. Oh, he need to do this, that, and the third. You just like what? And that's in my mind. Go ahead.
Don't go. Okay.
I was about to say, in my mind, I think that's why he knocked all them niggas out. Like anybody who got in that ring with that 47, that's why they got knocked out, because they were playing them type of little hoe games when the nigga came to weight class. But go ahead.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, to that point, he knew that my relationship with Earl is coming to an end. Nobody wanted this to happen, because as long as we can stay away from Bud, we can stay on top. If we're not on top, everything else gets exposed. So I think that's the issue. He started acting out towards everybody. He didn't care no more, because he knew that was it. And then at the same time, the arrogance kicks in, because he had Ryan Garcia, he had AJ at the time, so he had big stars, he had major stars. He still
especially
had
ones with the bread, like he had them, like
still had Frank Martin at the same time. Even though him and Errol fell out, he still had Frank Martin that just had a major fight with Tank. So he was good. So he was smelling.
And he had just got trainer of the year like the year before that.
Exactly. So as my grandma would say, he was smelling his own.
He was smelling him.
He
was doing that. He was doing it. He was doing. You could see him in the interview. You could, and you know what too. To be fair, it's like, can I really blame the nigga? You know what I'm saying? Because look where he came from, and then look where he came, look where he arrived at. So I look at that and I'm like, hey, if I'm not, I can't even lie and say I wouldn't take a sniff myself. You know what I'm saying? I probably smell myself too.
See,
but to a certain extent.
Man. I think the way Errol did it, that's the way. If I was to carry it away, I would carry it in an Errol type of way. You remember when he shook Bud's hand and he was like, you should thank me for this, for making this happen.
Yeah.
He knew if I really didn't want to fight you, I didn't have to.
Right.
I really didn't have to.
I didn't have to. And my people don't want me to.
After all those years, I really think Errol believed that he was doing the right thing up until a point to where he thought like, wait, y'all don't think I can beat him for real? Hold up. I was just talking. No, I think I can beat him. No, make this happen. Make this happen or I'm dipping. I think that was the issue.
Well, you see how it turned out, but it's it is. Hold on, what was real Coach Sean? He dropped a comment and he said some things go on and us coaches never get the chance to explain our side fairly. Oh, y'all can imagine that. Yeah. All these titty babies running around telling their mama, you tell your mama some shit, man. Their mama ain't trying to hear that. You know what I'm saying? Like I can see that, Coach, clearly, like straight up. I'm talking about overzealous mama. What you doing to my baby?
Well, you don't really get too many coaches that's superstar coaches, I would say, that people are really fans of, because people might reach out to or follow like a bread man. They might reach out and see what he had to say if he split with Caleb, because they know his name. You know what I mean? Or if Pacquiao split with Freddie Roach, they're gonna want to find out. They know how to pinpoint and follow, Freddie Roach because of the fame and the name. But how many people actually can, figure out why, Coach Red ain't in, Bud Corner no more? Who the fuck is Coach Red? You see what I'm saying? Not even knowing that's a vital part of his fucking organization. But see, people like that, and to Coach Sean point, you know what I'm saying, or Coach Sean, how many people gonna go figure out what's going on with Nick Sullivan and Coach Sean? Who is Coach Sean and Nick? So y'all not fans. So it's people that expose themselves as how much of a fan of a sport of the sport they are. It's nobody else's fault but theirs. The coaches, I feel like they can get a fair shake, but it's the fans' fault for real. How much of a fan of the sport they are. Are they fans of just the fighters, or do they know who the fighter getting trained by? Do they know is he going to Big Bear? Is he going to Colorado? Or how much do they know about the fighter? How much info do they got on him? Or do they just know how many knockouts he got?
I mean, you made some real good, some great fucking points that you just made. To be honest, let's move along to another subject matter where we might not be in so much cohesiveness as far as how we think about the situation. And I'm speaking about Oshaqie Foster versus Stephen Scooter Fulton. Okay. It's a fight that nobody's really asking about. It's a fight that we didn't see happening. You know what I mean? But that now that we got it, we like, hey, let's get it. It's lit. You know what I'm saying? Me, like I was saying earlier in the show, I think that Oshaqie I think he's just too much of a big dog at 30. You know what I'm saying? As far as like, it's his weight class. He's kind of trying to clear that motherfucker out type shit. And, Fulton, yes, he's got hella fire skills. He's a hell of a fighter, like my nigga Floyd, hell of a fighter. But he just coming up somewhere like, I think he just bit off a little more than he could chew. I feel like that, he's gonna get taken in those later rounds, and he's gonna get drowned. Like that's literally, I foresee it. I see like he gonna come in boxing pretty good, showing the skill and all that, but in them deep rounds with a some might not agree with me as far as what I'm, as far as Oshaqie being a killer, but hey, in them championship rounds, hey, this dude turns into something. I like it. I like
you. If you foresee that, I 5 see this. Okay.
I'm listening.
Oshaqie is a
Oshaqie
is a hell of a
That's
fighter.
Big shock to you, man.
Oshaqie, hell of a fighter. Hell of a fighter. Hell of a fighter. Now, hey, look, I rock with him. Hey, look, talent-wise, his bag is there. But when you sit here and say deep rounds and drown them, you can only sit here and revert back to the Cancun fight. Other than that,
I can reverse somewhere.
Hey, Rob Conceição. Matter of fact, wait, you were there at that fight. Matter of fact, I think you asked him that, and he said he don't care. Secondly, Abraham Nova, my guy that got knocked out by my boy Robisi Ramirez at 126, came up there, gave him a hell of a fight.
He did?
Yeah. I can mention Conceição twice, actually. So when my boy Stephen Cool Boy is heavily criticized about Inoue, because that's his only loss. It's Inoue, a generational fighter, generational talent who's going to wash damn near all them niggas when he start moving up. So the fact my boy Cool Boy, who was unified champion at the time, stood back and went across seas and took the, he got his ass whooped, but it be like that when you in the trenches with generational talent. You know what I'm saying? So Nick Bud done stepped on niggas. They still nice. It be like that. He beat Figueroa twice, convincingly the second time. I'm talking about like.
But who is Figueroa?
What you mean? Who is Figueroa? Now Figueroa ain't nobody. Now
I'm
Figueroa ain't nobody.
I'm just asking you to tell me who
Figueroa,
he is.
Brandon
like,
Figueroa. Brandon Figueroa is a two-time two-weight division champion who
thank you.
Pressure fighter who's also what he about 6'1". He about 6'1" at 126. So if people give
killing himself to fight.
If people give Espinoza all this credit, why Brandon Figueroa just nobody? Because
that's another one, man.
That makes
like
no sense.
What, are they hiding Espinoza? Like what? Like
they're
you know
not
what I'm
hiding
saying?
Espinoza.
Like what is he doing,
makes
bro?
No sense.
He beat the shit out of Oshaqie, and like he's like, what is he? Is he finna move up, or is he staying at 26?
No, see, Espinoza is a diamond, and you don't want to you want to put him in there with a Bruce Carrington. You put him
that's
in
what I thought they
Bruce
was gonna do, but it don't seem like they're moving in that direction though. I don't know.
Okay, if not with Bruce Carrington, if not with Bruce Carrington, then that means they're just gonna move him like a Navarrete and Elias.
Right, that's exactly what it seems like.
We're just gonna avoid the black fighters unless it's Elijah Pierce. I think they'll take the opportunity with Elijah Pierce.
I like Elijah Pierce and Espinoza. That's David versus Goliath right there. You know, Espinoza was like 6'2", 6'3".
Exactly. So same thing with Brandon Figueroa. So now that Cool Boy done solved the puzzle twice, and now he moving up to beat.
It was almost like one of them little kid puzzles. But I'm not gonna disrespect.
I'm just saying now he moving up to beat Oshaqie, who just struggled 3 fights in a row. As talented as he is,
struggled. Really?
Conceição twice and Abraham.
The first time he
not one of those fights was convincing.
So Oshaqie and Conceição won. That wasn't a convincing victory for you.
No, it wasn't.
Come on, bro. No, I mean everybody
so
that
if
was.
It was convincing. How did they rob Oshaqie?
Huh?
If it was convincing, how they rob him?
That's what judges do. Look, okay, tell me this. It wasn't convincing, but maybe 90% of the crowd in Newark, New Jersey was shocked that Oshaqie lost.
Well, no pun intended. The issue is because
no pun intended.
He fought a Shakur, former opponent in Shakur's hometown. So they remember Conceição losing to Shakur. So in their mind, he's supposed to lose.
Really?
Yep. That's my theory.
Bro, come on, man. But we talking about a convincing win.
That's my theory.
I wish you could just play some of the clips, bro. Like he now the second one, okay. Like that was a little more. There's a little more controversy behind that. Like that was a different type of fight.
Could you elaborate about it's a little bit more controversial? What do you mean by that?
So what I mean is this, like, yes, Oshaqie ended up winning the fight. He got his belt back, became a 2-time world champion. But in that fight, it was tricky. Like it's kind of hard to score. Like
you say, he got his belt back. Oh, so he lost to that nigga the first time.
He lost. Yeah, that in the robbery. Yeah, he got robbed.
Oh, my bad. Go ahead.
He got robbed for his belt, but then maybe him not winning so convincingly the second time was the present back to get his belt back. You know what I'm saying? Like,
okay.
So but like he said, he didn't really care about what people thought about if he lost to the second time to Conceição, because what about all the people that thought that he won the first time or that Conceição lost? It didn't really matter. You know what I'm saying? So, and so that's what I mean by that. You know what I mean? Like I don't know, man. You know what I mean? Like I said, that second fight was hard to score. Like we can actually go back and how we do in the lab and rescore that one again. But that was a trick. That's why I asked him. I said, bro, how you feel about some people that might think that you were the one that got the gift tonight and could say I was wrong? And I knew that question irritated the shit out that man. But I could just tell how he answered it. You know, even when he first, you know, he was like, damn, my nigga, I just got my belt. That's the first damn question you gonna ask me, bro? Come on, man. And you from Texas, nigga. I know how you felt.
I just got my belt back. Yeah. You know, but you know what? You know what Steph Fulton did when he lost his belt? He said, let me move up and go beat up on a nigga that got a belt. That's what he did. You know, so now you know what he about to do? Move up and go punch on another nigga that got a belt.
So let's go to Steve Fulton. Who in the hell? Okay. I'm finna go to Stephen Fulton's record because I can't even remember the guy that he fought when he first got to 30. What's this guy's name?
He don't fought at 30. He haven't fought at 30 yet.
I'm sorry. The first guy he fought at 26. I'm sorry, because he moved it from 22.
Danny Roman. Danny Roman?
No. Carlos Castro.
Oh, Carlos Castro. Okay.
Yeah. Hey. He did not win that fight, bro.
Yes, he did.
No, he didn't. That's why it was a split decision. And it was
okay. That's just me.
The scores on this, dog. Split decision, man. 94-95. 96-93 and 95-94.
Okay.
Like what? And he got dropped in round 5. So you tell me that like he won that?
Yeah, that just means it was a tough fight. It was was that the ring? Was that the ring? What was that the ring rust fight? Castro. Was that the ring rust fight?
Ring rust. I mean,
after in the
what? Let's see. Ring rust. Let's go to that.
Fight after in the way.
Yeah, it was a fight at the end of the way. The next year.
Okay, that's
the ring rust.
Yeah.
Yeah, all these dudes is fighting one time a year. What the hell you mean? Yeah, what are you talking about?
I'm confused.
Very few of these niggas fight twice in a year.
Okay, and what they got to do with Steph? What does that have to do with Steph? What does that have to do with Steph Fulton?
You saying ring rust? So is Terrence Crawford? Is Bud about to have ring rust against Canelo?
No, look at Steph Fulton though.
That's what I'm looking at.
Okay, so look at Steph Fulton.
He fought the year. He fought anyway. January 23, and then he fought Carlos Castro in September 24.
Okay, before that though, what's his activity like? And then on top of that, Joe, that's his first loss. So now he coming off. All right,
let's go to the activity.
Now he coming off a loss after 1 year, after a 1 year layoff.
Look, before that, he fought Danny Romain in 22 in June of 22. Before that, he fought Figueroa in November of 21.
Yeah. Okay. So that's not years apart, Joe. He was active, is my point. And then he come off his first loss. Those are not years apart. He come off.
All right. So let's go back down. He fought Isaac Avalar in he fought 3 times in 2019.
That's what I'm saying. This is a dude
but then he fought once in 2021, once in 20. That was COVID. Fought twice in 2021. Then he fought once in 22 and once in 23 and once in 24.
When he lost,
let's go.
When did he lose? When did he lose to anyway?
Huh?
When did he lose to anyway?
He lost anyway in 22, right? No, in 23. He lost anyway in 23.
Okay, so in 23, he had one fight in 23. And then he had one fight last year. That's what I'm saying. So after his one fight,
shout out to my boy 503, man. What's going down, baby?
After that one fight, that's his first loss, Joe.
Now all PBC fighters do this inactive like a motherfucker. Yeah, hey.
That's not how it's going for Steph Fulton.
Bro, he been fighting once a year since 22. What do you you finna go look at your phone like your phone gonna say something different?
Yeah.
Good luck. Check it out.
I'm about to
check it out. No, nobody tripping. Like what we doing, bro? I like, bro. I like cool boy stuff, bro.
I mean,
like Cool Boy, man.
regardless of the
But
fact,
he coming up against Oshaqie Foster, bro.
Joe.
This boy it's a certified Texas nigga, bro. Chill. Like, he's certified, bro. Okay? Like, it's not going down like that. I'm telling you. He's gonna hurt that dude, bro. Real talk. Like, I like Cool Boy.
Yeah, I don't know about that one.
Huh?
I don't know about that one, my boy.
I think he's hurting him,
and this is my point, bro.
Bad,
and this is the point that I was making. This is the point that I was making.
Uh-huh.
He wasn't fighting years apart, though.
Yeah, look, hey, 503, let's see what his phone say.
He was not fighting years apart. So he fought Danny Roman. When he fought Danny Roman, he fought anyway a year later. That's when the years start to drift apart. Now he fought.
Hold on, wait. Before you start trying to run down this thing, what the hell is about to be different? What you about to say? Because I said he's been fighting once a year since when? Since 2022. That's what I said. That's a fact. Go look at your phone.
Joe,
he's been fighting once a year since 2022. Right?
Joe, listen to what.
It's 25 right now, brother.
Yeah, listen to what you're saying. It's not a year. The nigga just sat here and fought Carlos Castro, right? In September
so you mean to,
of 24, and then he turned around and fought Figueroa.
June 4th, 22.
Joe, he fought Castro. He fought Castro in September of.
So hold on. Can I say something, please? So you mean to tell me from June 22 to July 23? That's not a year. That's a year. Are you serious
right now? Are you not listening? When he fought Carlos Castro.
Why are you going to Carlos Castro? I said 2022.
September of 24.
Mm-hmm.
He turned around and fought Figueroa in February. That's not a year, Joe.
No, that wasn't a year, right? Yeah.
I know that's not a year.
That okay.
And guess what?
Before that, every year was.
Hold on, listen. Even in 2022, when he fought Danny Roman, right before that, he fought in November.
No, nigga, don't go before that. Go after that.
What do you mean? He fought in November. Dude, what are you talking about?
What is June?
That's not a year.
Bro, listen. You're smarter than that. Don't do that.
What are you talking about?
June 22 to July 23, my nigga. That's a year and a month.
That's one fight, Joe.
Okay, all right.
So Danny Roman.
Hold on. So then that's anyway, July 20 and 23.
And then he loses.
The next fight after that was September of 24. That's a year and like 3 months.
Okay, so after he lost, Joe,
what are we doing here?
When I just sat here and brought up Carlos Castro and Brandon Figueroa, that's not a year, Joe.
That wasn't a year. Okay, that was like a couple months.
Okay, so that doesn't say he's been fighting once a year since that's not true. He hasn't been fighting once a year. He had that one little stint.
All right, there we go. All right, I'm back. Can you see me?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Yeah, man. Like I was saying, bro. Those are not years apart, Joe. So he had the stint. Yes, that's true. He fought once. It took a year to fight Danny Roman to Inoue, and then Inoue to Castro.
You think so, huh?
Anyway, I say all that to say my nigga been active, and now he's moving up to another weight class to be a 3-division world champion. So, Oshaqie, Tyler's a fighter, bro, but He has a lot of lapses in the ring to where I don't know if he just think he's just that much better than people to where he just like to I don't know, make up ground or make up rounds that he's losing. Try to come from behind all these miraculous come from behind wins that he's trying to rack up. Maybe he's trying to be the first boxer with 5 comeback wins in a row. I don't know.
That's what you think?
I don't know.
No, nigga, is that what you think?
I don't know. All I know is
now
when Steph Fulton starts banking these rounds in, it's over with. Steph is too smart of a fighter. He's too smart.
You don't think Oshaqie Foster has a high IQ?
I think his IQ is very high, but I think Steph, his IQ and the way he approaches the game is going to be win first. It's going to be win first, and I think if anybody's going to figure out a way to win technical, it's going to be Steph Fulton for sure.
Damn, man, I ain't gonna lie. I respect your boxing mind so much, but you guys to be out of your fucking mind. If you think that little nigga's about to come up and win a technical fight with Oshaqie Foster, nigga, you're crazy. You nigga, you are crazy, bro. Real talk. Now I ain't gonna lie, man. Hey, not only is he not gonna win a technical fight, bro, he's gonna get beat up. Like he's gonna get beat up.
If I'm wrong, I'm gonna admit, like, yeah, I was wrong.
Oh, for sure, because I ain't gonna let you do nothing else but admit that your ass
shout out to
wrong.
Oshaqie for doing this thing, but to be honest,
you keep referring to him as Oshaqie is crazy. Like you're petty. You're petty.
That's not his name.
I
was told that was his name, though.
Yeah, you know, it's Oshaqie. Hey, you know, just you know, Scooter's in trouble. Scooter, you bit off a little bit more than you can chew on this one, brother.
We finna see, but I know your hate for Boots. It's the reason why you
see. Look, hey, y'all see he did it again.
That's what this really
does
about.
It every episode, y'all.
That's what it's really about.
He just forces Boots. Look at this nigga just really forcing Boots. Why?
Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question, Joe.
We're not talking about Boots today.
I got a question, Joe. Okay, yeah. I got a question.
Go ahead.
So look, you say you like Scooter, right?
I do.
You think he's a good fighter?
He is.
So why in the beginning of the show you said, Lil Scooter? Why you call him Lil Scooter?
I said Lil Scooter?
Yeah,
we gotta run that back. I don't know if I call him Lil Scooter.
You said Lil Cool Boy Steph Scooter.
Oh damn!
That doesn't sound like a friend.
Nah, it just if it came out like that, I apologize. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I didn't mean to disrespect you if I said that. But he is little. I mean, shit, the nigga's 126 fucking pounds. Like, what do you want me to say? Big Cool Boy? Big Scooter?
Nah, I just called the man by his name.
I did. I said Stephen Fulton.
I mean, how you gonna
But he refers to himself as Scooter.
Yeah, but not Lil Scooter. That's crazy.
Say Lil Scooter. We gotta run that back. I said
why you call the other man? Why you call the other dude Shot Man, but not Oshaqie? It makes no sense.
What don't make no sense?
How you refer to one as Lil, but the other one is the same weight class? Why you didn't call him Lil Shot?
Man, he just got up to 30, bro. He was at 122.
Why you ain't call him Lil Shot Man?
Because he big shot.
That sounds big like shot. Some bias.
Big shot. Like I said, you know, see, listen, you know, look, understand this, man. This is the big difference. This is a real big difference between me and you. Niggas from my side, we love Texas niggas over here, man. You know what I'm saying? Even though, let me not get carried away because
no. Keep going, please. Shout out.
I was about to get carried away.
Shout out to A-League.
Now listen. Because you know, I don't be with everything that every nigga from Texas.
No.
Okay.
No.
I'm not gonna act like it's like that.
Don't backtrack.
But when it comes to these solid niggas from Texas that out here doing their thing, you know, we represent them, you know what I'm saying? We praise them, we give them their flowers. We definitely not trying to shit on them like you Atlanta niggas be doing each other. Look at y'all niggas right now.
Only,
look at Atlanta right now.
Shout out to Lions
Look at Atlanta right now.
Shout out to Lions Only.
Come on.
That's A-Leaf, right?
Say what?
Huh?
What's A-Leaf?
Lions only.
They from Louisiana. They already said that.
Oh, they from Louisiana.
They migrated to Texas.
Damn, just 2 episodes ago, you said they from the crib.
I mean,
and I quote, they from the crib.
Look, man. Look, man.
But shit,
okay.
Show.
Look, right. Look, niggas moved to A-Leaf. You know what I'm saying? Niggas embodied this whole SWAT mentality. You know what I'm saying? This SWAT way of living.
Oh, so that's SWAT mentality.
I said embodied it. No, what they do, that's the Louisiana.
So they
pulling on
embody
nigga beard is some Louisiana shit. That is not no Texas shit. Man, listen.
SWAT mentality is going in there with Canelo, the biggest fight of your career, and not letting your hands go. That's SWAT mentality.
No, never.
I thought you support the people from your hometown.
I do. And look what you just said.
Why you pointing
from my hometown?
Me in my face. Why you just point me in my face like
I'm
that, bro? What's up with you, man? Hey,
what's up with you, bro? Hey, dude, listen, man. I listen. But I'm not gonna fuck with Charlo. I do. I like the Charlo. I don't like how they was, how they kind of been moving as of late, you know what I'm saying? But as a whole, I definitely fuck with the Charlos, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, Jermell's an undisputed world champion. Jermell, you know what I mean? How can I not? You know what I mean? It'd be crazy for me to not. You know what I'm saying? I definitely rate them boys. But they just been moving kind of crazy lately. That's all. And I just ain't really been with that.
So they from SWAT or
they're from Louisiana.
Oh,
to be from the SWAT, you got to be born in this hole. You know what I'm saying? That is, you know what I'm saying?
So they not. So just to be clear, the Charlos are not from A-Leaf.
Listen, okay, now all right. I said born and raised, but they grew up in the SWAT for sure.
Mm-hmm.
They grew up in the SWAT. You know what I'm saying? But like it's just, I just ain't been with how they've been moving as of like recent. You know what I'm saying? Like a nigga pulling on nigga beard, getting slapped. We don't do that on the West. My niggas is throwing that dub, but they not on none of that.
Know, we don't got them problems in Atlanta either, though.
You tripping?
That's the same. We don't have those problems. See, look, I never denounced my niggas from Atlanta at all.
Okay.
I didn't say them niggas. I didn't say them niggas was from Vidalia like you doing.
You said look at them east side.
I didn't sit here and say, oh, Brian Norman.
Shout out to T Rich. You say
I support them.
To beat the brakes off of Abass tomorrow. Hey, listen, T Rich. I want to believe that too, nigga. But listen,
that's Lil Charlo.
Go watch that Talese fight. Hey, this nigga Abass is a motherfucking problem. Yeah. He's a problem.
I got Jermell by brutal stoppage. Brutal.
But I said this earlier too. Jermell is still the king at 54. He never lost the belts. They was only stripped from him. Mm-hmm. So he still got he's the lineal guy. He really is still the king at 54. That goes without saying. Even if I didn't like it, hey, it's still a fact. You know what I'm saying? Like, all roads go through Jermell Charlo if you really want to be that nigga at 54. Other than that, you just holding his belt that was stripped from him. That's just what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Up until a certain point, then that nigga just scared to come get it back.
You say it again?
I said, yeah, I hear you, but up until a certain point, then he just scared to come get the shit back. If
you think he's scared to get the belts back?
If he wait too long, then yeah.
I mean, it's been a little minute. It's been a little minute.
You can sit here and saying for years that's my belt. That's motherfucker go get it back.
Nah, yeah. T Rich, you got a point there. That nigga definitely made a mistake trying to bang with Abass. That was stupid. You know what I'm saying? Especially a nigga that can box that good inside, hitting this nigga with double uppercuts. Coming on top of his shit, and he fucked that nigga up, bro. Like Tellez is smarter than that. Tellez, Tellez, he is definitely smart. I don't know if he would have stayed boxing on the outside, he might have came out with that and and had a more successful outing against Abass. But Abass he's just too strong. You know what I mean? And he was in hella fire shape. Like I've been saying, if you paid attention, this nigga didn't sit down for 12 rounds. Nigga, every time that motherfucking bell rang, nigga was standing up in the corner, nigga waiting, nigga for that little minute to get right back on that nigga Tayez's ass. Like, and Tayez didn't make no adjustments.
Yeah,
He didn't
but
know what to do. Shout out my nigga
work.
Jack was in the corner. You know, he did the best he could do. No Ronnie Shields. I mean, hey, man, like it just showed the little key components that it takes to make a champion. You know what I'm saying? And he didn't have them. He did not have those components there. You know what I'm saying? Like, he needed Ronnie Shields badly. We could clearly see that. Like, he missed Ronnie Shields dearly. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was bad. It was bad, bro. He said Abass remind him of Super Real ain't got no skills though, nigga. This nigga got way more skills than Super Real, dog. Super Real is just a one-trick pony, just walk up on you. Blip, 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 blip. He ain't that, bro. I don't know about that one, man.
I don't know what you seen in Abass.
You said you don't know what I seen in Abass? So do you agree he's like a Super Real?
Yeah, Sam, I think Super Real's better.
Wow. Shit.
Yes.
Damn. Okay. Let's see. I mean, I want to see how it's gonna go. I want to see how it's gonna go.
I think that was just the will. That was like will. That was the will to win, will to fight. Like Abass was not taking no for an answer. So sometimes it's hard to beat a fighter like that, especially when Tayez then had to fight in him himself. You know, Abass just came in there. He had more dogs.
That nigga Abass beat that body up. Beat that nigga body up. Nigga was sucking wind, nigga, in round 6. Nigga 5'6". That nigga was, I'm talking about huffing and puffing like the big bad wolf, nigga. Shit was crazy. You know what I mean? But T Rich, if you still there, how do you feel Charlo and Spence goes if they line that up? How you feel that goes, T Rich? Let me know, man. Drop that in the comments. Yeah, Tellez definitely thought it was sweet because the nigga hadn't fought in 15 months. The nigga Abass hadn't fought in 15 months. Tellez thought it was gonna be, you know, easy picking. Real, I mean, but then I you know, like I went by Jay Prince Jim. I heard some things. You know, it was a lot of other little mitigating factors for Tellez as well. You know what I'm saying? I heard he kind of got hurt in the camp and shit. He probably could have, you know, I heard about a groin injury and shit like that. And, you know, he probably could have been smart and really called that fight with Abass off and just got elevated to champion once Bud got in the ring. But then they were, you know, they was trying to line him up with boots and all this other shit. I don't even know, man. But he definitely went in there with the wrong motherfucking plan with somebody like Abass. Like he you know, that was the wrong plan, man. I don't know what he was thinking, you know. Well, shit, he wasn't thinking shit because he didn't make no damn adjustments at all. Like he was doing the same shit for 12 rounds, and it just stopped working after round 4. You know what I mean? Like that shit was just not working anymore. You know, so I don't know, man. Last but not least, man, let's talk about this Shakur and Teofimo Lopez, man. Teo back on his bullshit. You know, confirming fights on motherfucking Twitter, but not really putting pen to paper. You know, yeah, I don't know what the man Teo. The nigga always be on some bullshit, bro. Hold on, let's see what T Rich said. T Rich said Charlo versus Spence not happening, and that's a fight boxing fans aren't asking for. That's for damn sure. Nobody's asking for that shit. They friends outside the ring, and that's a bad style matchup. I want to agree with that too, but hey, you saw what Charlo said. He said no friends in the industry. So you know, it could only be referring to Spence, man, because I don't think anybody else he looked at as a friend at all. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Chance, what you think about that?
Yeah, I'm with him. I don't think it's. I never thought it was happening either. I think it's just a hoax for real. But yeah, we'll see. Time will tell.
But why do them two niggas need? I mean, they've been out the ring that long. They need the hoax to.
Yeah, they need something. Stir shit up. Fuck around. We see Errol Spence like same thing. I've been saying that Lamont and Shakur, that shit was a lie. Shakur and Teo, that shit's a lie. These niggas about to pop out and fight somebody else.
So you don't think Shakur Teo happening either? You think that's cap?
Yeah, that's cap. Because T.O. and Keyshawn was just going at it, and Shakur just said, I'm a little guy at 135. So I don't see them niggas is capping.
Yeah, I like Charlo versus Thurman. I also like give me Charlo Thurman, give me Charlo Boots, give me Boots Spence, give me shit, give me Spence Abass, give me Abass Charlo, which is clearly what the WBA about to order. You know what I mean? Like, you know, it's some shit that could get done at 54. Yeah, give me Charlo Lubin rematch at 54. I mean, I think that's a hell of a fight. You know, I believe Lubin got his ass knocked out way too early for us to tell if he could have did anything in that fight. That nigga got clipped and it was over. You know what I'm saying? And he was young as fuck then too. And he went on a damn ass whooping streak after that. So it's like he got better as a fighter. You know, it's 54 is actually lit right now. It's you know, it's probably one of the best weight classes in boxing right now. You know, I think it's either 54.
54 is definitely the most stacked division in boxing.
Right. You know what I'm saying? And I agree with that. So T.O. and Shakur, no bueno. No. So I mean, so what the hell about so Shakur, I mean, if he said if he ain't gonna fight T.O., then he's gonna fight Lamont Roach. But Lamont Roach is already locked in. From what I'm hearing, he's gonna be on the Thurman Fundora undercard fighting damn, who they said he's gonna fight?
Gabe.
Who?
Gabe Flores.
Gabe Flores. Yeah. Gabe Flores for sure. Gabe Flores, and I guess that's a good stay busy fight for Lamont. You know what I mean? Gabe was a tough motherfucker though. You know, North Cali boy. Like he come with that shit. He didn't have some adversity early in his career that he had to overcome. So it could be something. That could be something that we can, you know, check that out. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. But man, listen, hey man, hey Chaz, man, hey man, tell these boy where they can get with you at, man. How can they get in touch with you, dog?
Hey man, y'all can find me on Instagram, TikTok, on Twitch at Poppy_Maniac. Y'all can find me on here Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 3 p.m. Eastern time. Who's gonna catch these hands? You heard it.
Yeah, man. We appreciate everybody for tapping in, man. Hey, this is another episode of Who Gonna Catch These Hands. I'm your boy Joe Prophet. Man, listen, you heard who said, man, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We always in this motherfucker. We keeping it lit. We talking about the best and hottest topics in boxing. This is the best boxing content in the world.
Craig.
You know what I'm saying? We appreciate y'all, man. Hey, catch us Monday. We right back at it, man. Peace.